At DIA Munich, I'm talking to Friss, and Friss is the orange guy, and we all know Friss because of the Friss score. What is the Friss score?
The Friss score, Vincent, is a score that explains the risk during the acceptance of a policy and also the risk when you accept a claim of potentially fraud in it. So the higher the score, the bigger the risks.
Okay, so the way it works, you take of all you integrate with all the data, you have all kinds of smart algorithms, and then you give a score accepting and also with claims. And that is doesn't matter what kind of back office the people have, the companies have.
Exactly, it's agnostic towards the back office system that the insurance have. Data is important, needs to be good data, but if there's data, then we can make it work.
Okay, what are you looking at? What are you looking at to determine the score?
We do two things. It's a hybrid model. We have expert rules. We have lots of intelligence on the insurance industry itself. We have pure focus on that, and we use AI. And both of them together make sure that we come up with a Friss score that's understandable for everybody in the company to work with. Okay. So it's not something magical and nobody understands. It's really something that you
and then I have a Friss score of 50 and nobody knows what it means.
Exactly. That's the big issue if you do just AI. Yeah. If you click on the 50, doesn't matter what back office system, it explains exactly why the score is the score. So every claim adjuster, every guy in the underwriting department understands immediately why there is a risk and what to do next.
Okay. How does the process work to use your service?
It's a software as a service solution. We can do on-premise. We prefer software as a service.
Which you love, of course.
Which we love. I mean, gives us real access and helps the customers grow faster. Yeah. We do a few workshops to really understand their business, and we use everything we've discussed there to make sure that we actually have the configuration set up from day one to immediately find fraud in claims.
1 month, 6 months, a year? How long does it take?
Again, a good question. Approximately 4 months, and they're live.
Okay, they're live. And then at the investment, I need to get your tool into my company. Is it the setup charge? Is that 10,000, 100,000, or $1 million?
No, it's a monthly recurring fee, so it's a subscription fee. Yeah. Depending the size of the company, it depends a lot of how many data we have to crunch. Yeah. The bigger the company, the more they pay. And there's a delivery part. We have to build it, we have to install it, and that's something about, depending the situation, 50K to 150K.
Okay, so that's not a problem. And then the cost, and then to evaluate a claim, is that a cent or tenths of a cent or euro? What kind of prices?
That's all part of the monthly recurring subscription. So you don't have to worry if it's 1 million claims or if it's 150,000 claims. Yeah. It's all done in the subscription.
Yeah, and prices per month are approximately between.
It goes from €2,500 to €60,000 per month.
Okay, good. Then we have a good impression about that. Hey, you did a nice report on the insurance industry. You basically looked how aware are these companies on how much are they working with new technology. How innovative are the insurance companies nowadays in your report?
They all have initiatives, but in general they're quite small, these initiatives. So what you see if you look at the report, there's not much changing, a lot of talks.
What do you say? You have innovative business models, you have flexible coverage, all-in-one, based used. That's 40% said based used. I thought that was really high.
Yeah, and that's actually what you do see. There's a big trend in understanding what they can do, but they need to change their back-end systems or have a complete different part of the organization set up to actually support this.
Okay, then let's look at the new technologies they're looking at. What are they all using?
They're all moving towards mobile. They are all using AI. Yeah.
That's at least 30%, I see.
Yeah, but it's really increasing.
And is it hype or is it really using it?
I think the teams within insurance companies that are using this are struggling a bit because they make great models. They really understand their own data better than anybody else. But the thing then is, if they have this great model, what do they do with it next to get it integrated within the organization? And that's a big struggle for all of them.
Okay, then blockchain. I saw that 20% does something with blockchain. What do they do?
Your favorite topic, eh?
It's one of my favorite topics because I think it is going to be very, very, very important, but I see that people struggle to do anything useful with it.
Yeah, and I think that's the same in the insurance industry. A lot of investigations going on, using a lot of external consultants to get a grip on, okay, what can we do with blockchain? Yeah. We think it's going to be the next best thing as well. Just because everything we already know about blockchain, it's real, it's there, you can't change it, you can't tweak it. And when you want to fight fraud, it's a quick way to really understand if you have something going on which fishy in blockchain, there's going to be, it's true.
Yeah, You integrate all kinds of interesting technologies, AI technologies, to determine if a picture is real, for example, or if people do weird things with claims and acceptance.
Exactly. So what we do is we understand the metadata of a picture, and if there's been any tampering with that picture, we give it a higher risk score, right? And it's going to be more difficult in the future. If you have blockchain, everything is going to be more real. It's going to be tougher.
Very useful. So, how many people work at Frizz?
We currently work with 140 people. We're live in 31 countries across the globe, from Latin America to Middle East. And we're currently with 150 plus implementations.
Okay. And then when did you start?
We started out 12 years ago.
12 years is the sweet point. After 12 years you have the depth of technology, you have the knowledge, you have the ambassadors, you have the thing. Okay, what do you think of DIA?
DIA is great. It's exciting, it's new, it's fresh, and the pace is really exciting to everybody. So you keep paying attention.
Thank you.
Thank you.